Hey guys, time to do a major unhaul. Well, not major, but a big one. I do not know how many books I have. They are all spread around me. So let's hop into it. We have um, but Little House in the Big Woods by Laura Ingalls Wilder. This is one of the books. And then we have Children of Vice and Vengeance. I do have the first book, which is Children of Blood and Bone. I'm also going to be unhauling that when I find it. I have not gotten around to reading this book for me to read the third book. So I am just going to unhaul this one and the first one when I find it. Then we have books 4 and 5 of the Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and Prince Caspian. I have not read these books in a very long time, and I'm just going to get rid of them. Then I have, I think, the second book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, Sea of Monsters. I have read this book well after the fact of watching the first movie. When they all came out for movies. Then the unofficial Harry Potter spellbook. I have no use for it. And it's just going to sit gathering dust. Then we have Pippi Longstocking, the Puffin Modern Classics edition by Astrid Lindgren. Then here is book 3 of the Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Titan's Curse. No, I have not read this. And then the first book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. Then the 6th book in the Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis, The Silver Chair. Then here is books 4, 10, and 1 in the series of unfortunate events, which will be The Bad Beginning, The Miserable Mill, and The Slippery Slope. And the 4th book from the Percy Jacksons and the Olympians, The Battle of the Labyrinth by Rick Riordan. Then I know this one is going to be some controversy because I absolutely love this series. The first 2 Heartstoppers by Alice Oseman. There's Heartstoppers Volume 1 and Heartstoppers Volume 2. I know I love this series. It's just, they're adorable. I'll just read the 6th book through the library like I have done for volumes 4 and 5. I do have 3 somewhere, so that's probably also going to get unhauled. Then we have the Splinter trilogy, um, by A.J. Howard, and a novella. You have Splintered by A.G. Howard, Unhinged, um, Ensnared, and the novella Untamed. I have read the first book. I am planning to reread the first book to get to the third book, and also the novella. Then there's book 11 in the series of unfortunate events, The Grim Grotto. These are in, as you can see, no particular order. I am unhauling this, but I will read this. The Saw Kill Girls by Claire Legend. I have read this. I loved it. But it's time for it to go to a new person. But all these are, some may just end up going to a thrift store. But most of these, if not 99% of them, will be on my Pangobooks, which will be linked in the description below. We have Eliza and Her Monsters by Francisca Zeppa. The UK version of Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. This one's iffy, so I just still may put it on my Pangobooks and let it go. Then we have this version of Peter Pan by J.M. Barbie. Just butchered that. And then we have the Puffin Books Chalk Edition of Peter Pan by J.M. Barry. Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall. Then The New Couple in 5B by Lisa Unger. The Silent Patient by Alex Majadels. Book Jumper by Michelle Glazer. I cannot pronounce their name. Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. Unbirthday, A Twisted Tale by Lisa Barnes. Even though I have not finished this is going to be an unhaul because I predict it's going to be a 4-star book. I will read this. Rebels in the Sand by Awal Lynn Hamilton. Then there's In the Woods by Tina Fletcher, or French. This one I'm going to get something for. A Little Life by Hinya Garani. An ARC version of Song of Blood and Stone. The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. The Botanical Folk Tales of Britain and Ireland by Lisa Chenaudier. The It List by Julia Harpin. The Vanishing Man by Charles French. Meet Me at the River by Nina E. Garmont. The Song of Achilles by Madeline Mott. Madeline Miller. What Happens After Midnight by K.L. Walther. Then Counting by 7 by Holly Goldberg Sloan. The first volume, the complete collection, Volume 1 of The Wizard of Oz. It says The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, The Marvelous Land of Oz, and Ozma of Oz. Then Salt of the Sea by Rita. I'm not going to try and pronounce her last name. Then It's a Kind of Funny Story by Ned Vizerin. The Death of Mrs. Westerway by Ruth Ware. The Weirder Sisters by Eleanor Brown. And then the 4 books in the Hex Hall series by Rachel Hawkins. Hex Hall, Demon Glass, Spellbound, and School Spirit. I am still reading this book, and these 2 are also on my TBR for this month. I am just unhauling them to get them out of the way. And as I said, some of these will be on my Pangobooks, which will be listed in the description below, but I will also be figuring out which ones are able to go to thrift books and send them off. And I do have a sale. It's only 5% off when you spend $20 or $20 or $25. And so that is it for this book haul. I will let you know in the description below how many books I got rid of, or unhauled, I should say. So for now, bye guys!